welcome to the country English book to read today. The Kissing Hand and SpongeBob story, SpongeBob MoviePants. Are you ready to read? Here we go. SpongeBob story, MoviePants. Chapter 1. Both of an acorn. One day, SpongeBob SquarePants and his best friend, Patrick Star, were walking home in movies. SpongeBob said, I laughed. I cried.
I cried too, Patrick imagined, only after his belly of popcorn. SpongeBob, that was so sad. Patrick suffered blowing his nose, and SpongeBob wondered how to laugh and cry. Patrick
Learn about the Twilight moment. You can take a flux and rough them in sandpaper. He stickled unhelpfully. About or make a movie. SpongeBob tasted about a teasing people. Patrick added. Chapter 2. There's no business like show business. And SpongeBob quickly to learn and fast at a restaurant and Krusty Krab and Tail Bulls. Mr. Krabs about an idea to make a move. What kind of a move? Asked Mr. Krabs. A movie about you, Mr. Krabs. SpongeBob replied exactly. It's called A Crab Father. Mr. Krabs is told, I sleep a pretty man. SpongeBob, not a movie star, he explained. SpongeBob tried to eat all crabs and changed his mind. But think of the fans. SpongeBob again. Think of the fame. And Mr. Krabs turned to learn a rocking chair. SpongeBob wanted to think of the future. Suddenly, Mr. Krabs jumped out of the desk. You can talking languages? It wasn't a SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs said, shaking SpongeBob's hand. When you start. Chapter 3. Quiet on the set. And SpongeBob grated out of the red teeth and threw together. He decided it wasn't time to rest her and avoid saying. But Mr. Krabs was going important. Let's start, SpongeBob. Mr. Krabs said. Money means time we're resting. Suddenly, strange music filled the kitchen. Cut! SpongeBob called. What are you doing, Skidward? There's nothing like a good music into the added class of movie, replied Swagger tentatively. SpongeBob nibbled. Oh, and that, Mr. Squidward, you're nothing like a good music. Mr. Krabs dissed. Oh, everyone laughed and Squidward some of the you change. Chapter 4. I'm ready to my clothes up, Mr. Squidward. SpongeBob asked Mr. Krabs, trotting in out of lines and more time. Oh yes, and yours a fried cook, said Mr. Krabs. That's a great, Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob said to him. You're not all ready to roll a camera action. When camera starts rolling, Mr. Krabs starting away. Oh, the life of a fried cook, he said nervously. You can do it, Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob exploded incessantly. Remember you, Crab Father, SpongeBob added. But Mr. Krabs became more and more nervous with passing seconds. Cut! SpongeBob finally shouted. Once I wasn't a family, Mr. Krabs. Interested felt better. They're heading pretty well. SpongeBob, he asked. Chapter 5. A star is born. SpongeBob walked home to think about what to do. What can I find someone to work about a both fight and likes of them? SpongeBob wondered. Meow. He said, a pet snow Gary. I noticed someone to Gary is moving back, SpongeBob and Charles sadly. Yeah, replied Gary, holding a sign. Oh, hey, Gary, called Patrick from his house. Someone is genius, and quietly SpongeBob to himself and scratching his head. Oh, hey, Gary, said Patrick, catching some. I know, SpongeBob finally declared. I had you, Patrick. You know, Gary. You didn't. I know it was sometimes. Snap. And chapter 6. Lights, camera, action. So Patrick took Mr. Krabs and placed into the store of a movie. Soon it's time to rushes again. Action! SpongeBob called. Oh, I love the great food, Patrick said. Patrick, you said wife interest of the life. SpongeBob explained. Take 2. A knife to a fried cook, Patrick said. Take 3. A fried the cook life. 3 hours later. Take 246.
Crossed SpongeBob.
From the wildlife, said Patrick. Oh, I couldn't take any more, finally screamed Brush into the straw they were and run away. Cause, SpongeBob finally said, this now I'm all curting. Chapter 7. Road Unset. Soon everyone blinking bottom into the wait. Everyone find port SpongeBob film. So SpongeBob finally find them all. When SpongeBob irrationally into case, SpongeBob told them, remember everyone, enjoy the camera, and will ever you just act exactly. But everyone started ejecting. Now I'm the remember playing his stuff, draw the core, and he started dimming a longer part of the suddenly had limbling night. He was never food. Fill the water. Mr. Krabs told angry fish is thumbs up. It wasn't a crusty crab, my mom and I just mean the movies in the theater, I asked. Oh, I've got to do something. Suddenly a restaurant owner got an idea to outside. I've gotten you for the sacred oddity of Krusty Krabs. Everyone rushed at Krusty Krabs. I started to run. Idea for my Krusty Krab, SpongeBob, I do another rise some their flocky flap patties into the using the move. Chapter 8. Opening Night. Finally, a movie's complete. Quiet, everyone, SpongeBob called from the lights opening the night. It's starting. Where is my popcorn? Said Patrick. Oh, popcorn. Suddenly, strange music filled the air. Down flooded Mr. Stiggert. The Mr. Krabs yelled from the inflated. You call that exacting, Mr. Krabs? Pinka Lynch shouts. And from the sad dining, Mr. Krabs sold, I've got the same patties and they sneeze that. Wave up the lighter, replies an 8 lake. It's my best second for here, Patrick said, proudly watching himself draw the wall secondly. You're a second, Patrick, SpongeBob replied and riddled him. And Sandy Jig is afraid to see that her friend SpongeBob and rolled the movie. I had no choice. SpongeBob told her the cats wouldn't feel Gary. Said meow. Oh, I don't so far, Poof. Oh, Mr. Poof said. It's happening from the instructor died a big extra sign. Oh, why did it happen in your yawning? Mr. Krabs said. Oh, I'm not yawning. You're yawning, said SpongeBob. In the last theater, Sandy said, that's great, SpongeBob. I laughed, Mr. Phillips said. I cried, Patrick said. Gee, Patrick, I touch, SpongeBob replied. Do you really think a movie's that good? No, Patrick answered. I drew my background again. Oh, very funny, Patrick. The end. And one more time, story. The kissing hand. Chester Reckon stood at the edge of the forest and cried, I don't want to be school, he told his mother. I want to stay home with you and to play with my friends. And we play with my toys and read my books and sing on my sling. And please make stay home with you. Mr. Reckon took the Chester by hand and knitted him on the ear. Sometimes you have a things and don't to do, she had him gently. I even sound strange and scary first, but you love school and once you start, I'll make new friends and play new toys, read new books, and sing on the swings. Besides, to eat at it, I know a wonderful secret in all the nights, and school is warm and cozy and day at home. But Chester replied away, and the others looked at interest. A secret? What kind of a secret? A very old secret, said Mr. Trashigan. I had my mother. She had a lullaby for hers and couldn't a kissing hand. A kissing hand? Asked Chester. What is that? I'll show you. Chester and laughed and sighed soared and often a tiny finger into the fan. Middle of his plum, Chester's mother and kiss rushed on his head and loved his arm and heart, and even a silky bag had trickled a special outfit. And Mr. Washington smiled. Now, she told Chester, I never feel lonely and need a little living from the home. Just press your hand and you cheek and think, Mommy loves you. And Mommy, and then you kiss and jump off your face and you were toasty warm 12 nights. She took Chester and hand carefully rounded the fingers around the kiss. Now be careful not to lose that tease him, but don't worry about them. When you open hand and wish your food and promise will kiss will stick. Chester loved kissing hands now. He knew it the mother loved to go to him and never went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in the front of the school and looked at the trifle. Suddenly turned on his mother and grinned. Give me your hand, he told her. Chester took his mother's hand and his one wonderful on air, a former flaggers and fan, next Linda Furl and kissed a chance after the hand. Now we have a kissing hand too, he told her, and kissing a gentle. Goodbye and I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Mr. Michigan jumped out of the Chester up and across the line out to another school, and he hooked around into the old ear and Precious laughed to her. Oh, remember, Chester he filled horse his specials. Chester, I love you, he sang. Chester, I love you. The end. And look, I love you. And this is I love you sticker. I love you. And I love you kissing hand. And the end. Did you have fun? You don't think you can come make it a better book. And just goodbye in the first goodbye too. The kissing hand goodbye too. And this is kissing hand sticker goodbye. And this is square goodbye too. And Chester goodbye. And SpongeBob goodbye to SpongeBob MoviePants goodbye. And this is SpongeBob goodbye. And this is SpongeBob Pat Gary goodbye too. And SquarePants goodbye. And Caesar goodbye. And Mr. Krabs goodbye too. And this is MoviePants goodbye. And today Silver goodbye too. See you next time. See you tomorrow. Bye bye friends. See you next time.